944th Fighter Wing. This is Col Greenwald, and this will be my last official Forge interview. So sadly, this is it. And normally what we do in this, this series of videos is I go and invade somebody's work center and I talk to them about their role in the mission of the 944th. We forge combat airmen to fly, fight, and win, and we talk about how everyone is important to that mission. Well, today we're going to talk to the new commander. This is Col Mark Van Brunt, who in just a couple of days is going to be moving from that side of the desk to this side of the desk. So welcome to your new office, and so why don't you just start by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Perfect. Thanks, Rhoda. My name is Mark Van Brunt. Call sign is Smash. Coming to you from Homestead. I've spent 23 years in the Air Force, 10 years active duty, 13 years in the Reserve. I've been mostly at Homestead in the Reserve. Spent a year up at school in DC, and then a year in the Pentagon, and then most recently finished up as the OG at Homestead, and just moved out here, I guess really in this past week as this is going to go. So just getting out here with the family. Happy to be here, happy to be part of this team. I got to spend the last just under 2 months being a customer and a product of this team, both the 56th and 944th, and it's been a great experience. So looking forward to being here.
Awesome, thanks. Well, as I mentioned, you know, one of the main purposes of these interviews is to find out how people's individual roles fit into the mission of the 944th. So instead of talking about how the wing commander fits into that mission, you know, why don't you tell us a little about why you think it's important for everyone to know how important they are to the mission?
I think that's a good question, is kind of importance and worth and value as you go through, as we're trying to figure it out. So, you know, having the big picture idea, how you fit in to the entire system, and it doesn't matter. You know, here we think the first thing we talk about is fly, fight, and win, right? And we all automatically start thinking about the aviators, the maintainers, and that. But that doesn't matter. And really, you know, we look at the folks that go deploy here. It's our agile combat support folks that play a big part in this wing as well. And then it's the support folks that stay back. And if it's the civilian personnel to the finance to the FSS, whoever it is, what piece you play into that role to get that final product. If it's graduating a B course, or if it's graduating a maintainer, an intel officer or enlisted person, or if it's getting somebody out of our agile combat support out the door, what piece you play into that, and understanding that piece and how we forge combat air power here, and then also how we deliver combat air power and agile combat support is important. And understanding your role in that and what role you play, brings a sense of value and worth, and then also is an enjoyment to why you're here and what you're contributing to the mission. So kind of stepping back out of your office and understanding what role you have across the wing is really important to understand the value that you bring to this wing.
Awesome, thanks for that. So one of the other things I try to ask everyone when we sit down for these things is, what got you onto this team? What made you decide to join the Air Force and to become a reserve citizen airman?
So join the Air Force is a bit of a long story. I was in college, and I went to college really to play soccer more than go to school. And then through that, I was doing an event to help out the college and ended up talking to somebody that was a captain in the military. My whole family is Navy. And I figured I would go into Navy OTS after school and go off from there. And that person happened to know somebody at UNC Charlotte ROTC and said, hey, I'll have somebody call you. And a week later, somebody called me, and I got into ROTC at Air Force ROTC at UNC Charlotte. So that's how I ended up in the Air Force. Wasn't expecting it, and my family makes fun of me because I'm the only Air Force person. Everybody else is Navy. I think I'm the smart one out of the group. And then after 10 years active duty, standard fighter pilot of all I want to do is keep flying and not go to school, not go to staff, and looking at the road there after 10 years, I decided that transition to the reserves. Homestead offered me a job, and we wanted to stay in Florida where it was warm. So we picked Homestead, they picked us. And that's how we ended up there. How'd we end up here? Well, that's a longer story. Once I guess it's kind of good for the lieutenant colonels that want to be 06s, and that once when you pin on 06, you are no longer I want to stay at one place and stay there forever, and you're back to kind of the needs of the reserve. This, when it came time for them to go through 06 assignments, we said, hey, we're up to move wherever the Air Force needs, and they asked us to come here. Very fortunate, because it's given me great opportunities to transition to another airplane, which has been great and kind of revitalizing to get to learn something else and something new. And then it's a good chance to come here and be part of this wing and this great unit. And so far I've been nothing but impressed with the folks in this unit, and it's top notch. I'm looking forward to getting to know everybody and meet everybody as we go through and being a part of this team.
Awesome. Well, I'm happy to report that it's warm here as well as Florida. So you should feel right at home. It's just like Florida.
Exactly.
Except not, but yeah, a little different. Exactly. Good. All right, well, awesome. Another question that we usually talk about to folks when we do these interviews is what does it mean to you to be on this team, to be an aviator, part of a squadron, or to be a reserve citizen airman?
I think most importantly right now is probably that reserve citizen airman and our identity as that reserve citizen airman. Keeping that culture, keeping that identity, understanding why we're here and how we fit into the big Air Force mission. We are the reserves for the Air Force. We're supposed to be that cheaper solution that they're able to call upon when required, but still on step and ready to go when required as well. So that work-life balance and that reserve citizen airman, I've done them all. I've been an ART, a TR, an AGR, somebody on orders. I've seen it and done it all. And finding that balance in that work life and being part of that is important. I think as times continue to go on and physical realities become more important, I think us finding our identity as those reserve citizen airmen and how we fit into that Air Force mission and how we can help out the mission here and across the rest of the bases that we support is important. We bring a lot of experience and a lot of continuity to all the wings that we support across for the 944th, and bringing that continuity and that experience is important to the mission.
Excellent. All right. Was anything else you'd like to add? Anyone you want to say hi to?
I don't know about anybody that I want to say hi to. I'll tell you that been married for 19 years. I've got two girls, a 17-year-old and a 14-year-old now. Her birthday was a couple days ago. So like I said, we're getting ready to drive across country here in a few days and come on out and be back part of this team. I also have a little dog. So it'll be the three girls, a little dog, and myself hanging out here. And we're excited to meet everybody, excited to be here and be part of this mission, and looking forward to see what the next couple of years bring.
All right. Well, I know the wing's excited to have you aboard, and I tell you that this team is going to continue to do outstanding stuff with you at the helm, and the team is fantastic, and the airmen of this organization have been incredibly impressive over the last, especially the last year, fighting through all the challenges that they've had in front of them, and just truly inspiring. So I'm jealous of you because the team is fantastic, and I can't wait to see the amazing stuff that you guys do together. So a couple days, we're going to swap sides of the desk, and it's going to make me incredibly proud to hand the flag over to you. So we're glad to have you aboard. Thanks,
Rob. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for the wing. Seems amazing and top notch. So I'm looking forward to the product that you're handing over. It's going to be great. I appreciate it.
Awesome. All right, team. Have a great drill. Forge and fight.